Okay, so finally caving in and making a tutorial. That's right, paper tutorial. In this video I'm gonna make a shield. It's prototype 1, but I haven't really made shield before, besides if you saw my sort of gladiator barb things with the claws before, then I had a shield in there, but that was a little bit of origami kind of thing. Wasn't really traditional paper crafting. Well, I mean it was, but I'm talking about like the tubing kind of paper crafting that I usually do with my swords and stuff. And so I already started my shield with 3 pieces of paper taped together here, vertical. You want to make sure it's vertical because it makes it stronger. So if you want to have it long, then you're gonna want to just tape them together. It'll really enhance your strength. Basically, I'm just gonna roll this up. I'm gonna fast forward it while I'm editing. This one I said I only have 9 subscribers. Well, guess what? Now I have 11. I went up a whole 3. Sorry, I just got back from a place, and my math skills aren't really up to par. Me and my idioms. Okay, so if you were making if you were making a paper gun per se, that's not what you're going for. You want to have a straight shot through, and you want it to be really nice and even. So that's why you don't generally want to make tubes too long. This is how long the tube is for, like, say, a shotgun or my sniper rifle, but it's 3 sheets of paper rather than 2, so it's going to be a lot harder to roll, but you'll find it's worth it. So now you can make a duplicate. Yep, duplicate. So apparently I don't know how to talk, so I'm going to do that. And I'll probably end up cutting it out. And another thing, if you're wanting to get a really straight, good roll, like if you're making a gun, I know I should probably mention this in a gun tutorial, but if you're wanting to get a really straight roll, then make sure you tape on both sides. Okay, so I just realized something. I don't have my scissors. So you want to make sure you have scissors. I've got Epic scissors right here. Yep. Okay, so now if you're not quite as lazy as me, you should have 2 pretty much the similar tubes like this. Okay, so now you want to make sure it's taped up nice and good on this last roll, because that's where some fun stuff starts coming in. Okay, so I'm using my pen right here. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my left hand. Okay, so you're going to want to cut it right here along this edge, kind of like this. at a diagonal, like so. Just kind of cut it like that. I'll mark it on this side, and you get to look at my counter. So yeah, you're gonna want to cut it like this, like on both sides. So I'll do that. And in case you're wondering, no, I don't have a tripod. Don't rub it in. Alright, now alright, so give me a second. I haven't really made this model yet. Yeah, I know. I'm not even prepared. Okay, so this is how the frame is essentially looking. I'm gonna tape it all together. It'll probably look a little better. Looks like this. That's what your shield's gonna look up like. Finally, I'm gonna add frame up here, and then we'll start making the actual shield part and the back handle. And the middle's not going to be very strong, so don't put it up against too much work and use. I'm going to have support bars, obviously. I'm going through there. So, let me get to taping this together. I really wish I had a tripod right now. Gotta make sure you put tons of tape up in the joints. Make sure it doesn't fall apart, which, since this is the prototype, it probably will end up doing. So, when you're doing prototypes, that's just kind of how everything fits together. But, yeah, basically it for now. So, cutting. You can see I have quite a bit of tape on that. And you don't have to use really big pieces for the initial, like, joints, because you're going to be adding more. About the Nightfire walkthrough, I'm not chickening out on this. I'm going to finish it. It's just that I lost a lot of my footage. I lost pretty much all of the footage except for the last level. So I'm going to have to re-record that. And as you know, I'm extremely lazy. I don't want to set up my GameCube, or I don't really have to use my GameCube. I can use my Wii. But I just don't really want to do it, and I don't really have much time between school projects. I've got I just finished a report. I have another report I have to do here soon. Homework. It's the end of the year. By summer, I'll have lots more videos coming. So 3 more weeks, just 3 more weeks, and then videos will be a little more frequent. So yeah, this is how it's looking. This isn't joined yet, but it's about to be. So if you want, I like the thickness. I like how wide it is from here to here, but you can shorten these, make it like this. Of course, then I would want to cut down on the length of it, but it's just me. And now I'm going to, this is a good thing. You want to make one of the tubes a bit larger than the other, just in circumference or diameter, it doesn't matter, but just, well, it matters, so you can kind of slip this in before you tape it. You want to make sure you're nice and lined up before you do tape it. When you flip the model over to tape it on the other side, you want to use care. Obviously, it's pretty stable. It's pretty much, it's actually, I'm surprised this, well, I knew it was going to help, but the way I rolled the tubes, the thickness, the way, the length, the vertical that I rolled it on really helped with the strength. A lot of models I did do the horizontal way and on the prototypes, and it didn't work. So if you're trying to make something kind of abstract with a frame like this, you want to make sure you roll it vertically. So I'm now gonna measure the distance and condense. That's about 16 inches. So that's what I'm going to go to then. I'm going to overlap so I don't have to cut that, and it kind of adds strength to the joint. But overlapping, when you overlap, especially in guns, never overlap when you're making a paper gun. But when you do overlap, there is the disadvantage that you have to tape it on both sides, or else it's gonna be really weird. So it saves time. Doesn't save tape. It saves time. And also, coming up in the future, duct tape tutorial as soon as I get more duct tape. Not duct tape wallet tutorial, there are plenty of those. Rather, my own invention. A credit card holder. Uses a lot less duct tape, holds a lot more credit cards. Maximum with 2, you can get 8 in one wallet with 2 of the credit card holders. Not quite as organized. The credit cards don't fall out, but they kind of move around. You have to dig a little bit, but it saves tape. Rather, if you're going to make 8 credit card holders, it's also going to get really thick, so using all that tape, so it's a lot simpler. So here's this. Now I gotta roll it, obviously. I'm gonna try to make it about the same width as the rest of the tubes. And you know, the tighter you roll, the stronger this is gonna be. It has to be strong, especially if you're gonna use it for LARP or whatever. Obviously, you're not going to bring paper to a LARP battle. You're going to use latex swords. But, you know, it's still fun to play with these. They're easy to make. They're cheap. Just tape, paper. A little work to make more complex models. You'll be throwing away quite a bit of paper if you're designing models, but it's fun. So you want to make them strong so you don't have to spend so much time making new ones. My katanas, I haven't made a tutorial for. I haven't made a tutorial for anything else yet. Possibly by the time you're watching this, I'll have tons more tutorials, and I'll be 48 years old. But who knows? And just tape this in. I haven't really been showing you guys much action, but this is, I'm more or less aligning it. So this is the frame of the finished product. As soon as I tape that top bar on right there, right here, and I'll go ahead and tape that. I really wish I had a tripod right now so I didn't have to make you guys look like this. Okay, so now I'm going to tape it. And again, make sure you apply a generous amount of tape. It's fine if you're using tons of tape. It's fine because you're gonna, if this is your prototype, you're probably gonna end up throwing it away and making it. This is actually not that bad. I've made frame models before. I made a scythe frame for Halloween. I made a wet floor sign. I've made quite a bit. So I'm used to frame models. This will probably be my final model, just because it's a pretty simple project. In difficulty, definitely not difficult. Difficult if you're not used to rolling long tubes. If you aren't, I would definitely wait for me to post a separate tutorial on an easier model. This is not hard, but not easy. So, just gotta finish taping it, and then we will be ready to progress with the face of the shield, which will probably be in another part. Face sword. This is pretty time consuming. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out some of the footage just so you guys don't have to sit there for half an hour watching one part, because on my camera it's not gonna, this isn't how long the video is gonna be, but my camera is saying 22, probably 23 minutes by now. Yeah, about. Not quite, but yeah, a little more tape. Sunday. Sunday. One of the worst days of the week. Right before the actual work rush week part. Okay, it's all taped. And don't want you to see that yet. It's a secret. It's coming up for Smosh video viewers. Yeah, there you go. That's bird's eye view. Or flying cow's eye view. And I just completely spoiled that video. But that's fine because it's coming after the second part of this. So, that's how you make the frame. Very simple. And I will see you next part, where I add the face, the support bars. Well, I might as well just add the support bars just duplicate the previous top frame bar twice, and then I'll tape those in on the next part. So basically just make 2 duplicates of this top part. Just make 2 duplicates. Okay, so see ya next part.